Hello, Assalamualaikum everyone, and welcome to my presentation for subject English for Oral Presentation ELC 590. So let me introduce myself. I am Norashikin Tohet, ID number 2020-396931 from Group NBSA 6B. So I would like to present our topic today is tips to reduce carbon emission. Okay, everybody look at this image. This is an example of pollution that causes increased carbon emission, and they are expected to increase again in all countries after the end of this COVID-19 pandemic. So as everybody know, it has a negative impact on human life, plants, animal, and also the environment. So did you know that according to the Berita Harian report dated November 6, 2021, the latest statistics show that Malaysia recorded a higher carbon emission rate with an average about 7.2 ton compared to China, which is only 7 ton, whereas China is actually the largest producer of carbon dioxide gas in the world. So according to BP's research, Malaysia's CO2 emission amounted to 250.3 million tons in 2018, up from 241.6 million tons in 2017. The main sources of the emission were energy, mobility, and waste. Now, on the government side, yes, we know, we have seen the government effort to control the production of greenhouse gases, especially at the industrial level, by they develop policies and at the same time introducing and encouraging sustainable lifestyle practices. So in relation to that, as a community, especially at the family level, start from home, what we can do in our daily life. So what are the tips of sustainable lifestyle practices to reduce this carbon emission? So let's take a look. Next, what we can do. What is the tips to reduce the carbon emission? The first one, we take a look for the 3R, meaning reduce, reduce, and recycle program. We can make a 3R as a culture. So we always create and build 3R awareness among the community. Firstly, reduce the use of product or goods to avoid the generation of excessive amount of waste. The second one, we go for the reuse activities. Community or user are encouraged to be creative in reusing the waste material generated earlier. For example, reusing bottle or can as decoration at home. Lastly, we go for the recycling activities such as collecting and sending waste material from home to recycling center, whereas the waste will convert into reusable material. The next one, don't waste and save energy. For example, we can reduce the use of air conditioner, only use electric fans, or just open the windows of the house for natural wind flow. In addition, we can buy electrical equipment and make sure that has an energy efficiency label issued by the Energy Commission. What about grow trees, flowers, and veggies? Yes, this is the tips to reduce the carbon emission also. Source from Sinar Harian dated 13 September 2021, Head of the Climate Change Program, Forestry and Environment Division, Forestry Research Institute of Malaysia, or we can call as FRIM, Dr. Azam Mohti said climate change is an important issue because it is happening very quickly. So, environmental protection measures such as planting new trees need to be improved and need to increase. Therefore, we as a community at the family level are strongly encouraged to plant such as flowers, fruit trees, and also vegetable. Not only it can increase the green areas, but this effort is seen to reduce the carbon footprint, which is the amount of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. So, next, we can use the alternative transport. Use public transport instead of using your own vehicle to work, and we can also practice the carpool culture to reduce the number of vehicles on the road and thus reduce the amount of fuel burn. Also, as a community, are encouraged to use electric transport, cycling lanes, and pedestrian walkways, which we know it can reduce the carbon footprint. The last one, what we can do is switch to LED light bulb. This type of lighting uses less energy, thus reducing the amount of greenhouse gases released during the production process. The use of electricity for light emitting diodes, or we call LED lamps, was found to be 80% more effective than fluorescent lamp. This means that LED light use 80% less electricity than traditional light. In addition, the use of lamp that use energy more efficiently also mean that the electricity bill will be lower and of course safe. So what we can conclude here, therefore, what the community needs to do is to make wise choices, especially in the context of being a consumer, in an effort to reduce carbon emission and beyond to overcome global warming. Thank you.